Hi, hi, my dear students. Good morning, everybody. In my previous class, we have already discussed about the air pollution and its sources and some initiative to reduce the air pollution. But today, we will discuss about the air pollution and its global impact in the environment. So here in last two classes we have discussed about the air pollution and its effect in our environment, that is everyday life. But now we want to discuss about the air pollution and its effect on the global environment. So in this lecture I mainly concentrate on three topic. First one is the global warming. Obviously, you know that it is a very well-known uh, topic. That is global warming. That is increase of the average temperature in the Earth's surface. Then ozone layer depletion. That is the destruction of the ozone in the in our atmosphere, which help to consume UV rays and suppress UV rays to come into the Earth's surface. Now, third one is the acid rain. So we'll discuss one by one. So, student, again, I am your chemistry teacher, Dr. Biswajit Gayan, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Dr. Sudhit Chandasur, Institute of Technology and Sports Complex. So, as our promise, we want to discuss about the global warming. So, very precisely, that is global warming means the increase of the average temperature of the Earth's surface. And as the temperature increases, there are lots of parameters changes in the environment, and lots of problem is happening in our environment. So we'll discuss one by one. So, as I said, global warming is an increase in the Earth's average atmospheric temperature that causes corresponding changes in climate and that may result from the greenhouse effect. So, greenhouse effect or greenhouse gases, we will discuss it in our previous class. Now, more about global warming. That is, a gradual increase in the overall temperature of the Earth atmosphere is generally the cause is a greenhouse effect, and the and greenhouse gas. You know the name of the greenhouse gases, that is carbon dioxide, um, chlorofluorocarbon, and other pollutant, and carbon dioxide also. So, if you see this data, the Earth's main surface temperature has increased by 0.8 degrees centigrade, nearly 1 degree centigrade, within two-thirds of the increase occurring since 1980. So, in early of 20th century, average temperature is increased by 0.8 degrees centigrade, with about two-thirds of the increase occurring since 1980. So obviously, due to the higher level of the emission of the carbon dioxide and other CFC, methane, etc. So this create lots of problem, and this greenhouse gases are mainly produced by human activities such as burning of the fossil fuels, deforestation, etc. So here again, the causes of global warming. Yes, obviously, the carbon dioxide and burn when the peoples are burn fossil fuel like coal or oil and other thing, it create carbon dioxide. Carbon accumulates and overload our atmosphere. Certain waste management and agriculture practices create also problem because some activities with burning of land waste, so this also creates sometimes some lots of carbon dioxide and biodegradation of the land in the rainy season also create methane, that is hydrocarbon, and nitrous oxide. So the major greenhouse gases are water vapor, because in our environment a high percentage of the water is present as a vapor form, that is 36 to 70%, and carbon dioxide is about 9 to 26%, methane is 4%, 4 to 9%, ozone in 3 to 7%. So human activities in industrial revolution from the 19th century, that is the increase of the carbon dioxide level start to increase. Now we will discuss about the effect of the global warming. So as you have already known about this, that when the temperature increases, so the sea water level is increases its height. So this is a serious problem. So uh, the coastal area is now sinking in seawater. So it is a major problem and major threat for the coastal area. The number of the large wildfire is growing, because as the average temperature is increases, so chances of firing is increasing. Dangerous heat wave are becoming more common. Yes, Loo and other types of the storm is increases. Cyclone also, so number of the cyclone and its effect increases. Extreme storm event are including many areas. More sharp draft are occurring in other. So uneven distribution of the rain is occurring throughout the world. These are having significant and harmful effect on our health, on our environment, and lastly our communities. Now, that is greenhouse gases. So what are the greenhouse gases? Very simple: the carbon dioxide, methane, sulfur containing oxide, water, nitrous oxide, etc. So greenhouse gases. So if you know the concept of the greenhouse gas effect, so here the yellow ray is the coming of the solar radiation to the earth surface. So few amount of the this heat is absorbed by the earth surface, but most of the rays are reflected, and then if the cloud is is the or earth surface is surrounded by these greenhouse gases, then they are coming when the radiation coming to earth surface, and then after reflection from the Earth's surface, their wavelength increases, and when they getting back, so they are absorbed by carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide, etc. So actually heat of absorbed by these atmospheric gases, not by the earth surface. Yes, earth surface absorbs somewhat amount of the heat, and also when it is fallen on the uh, sea surface, yes, it absorbs some heat, but mainly the environment gases in atmospheric gases absorb the heat and keep the world temperature at a normal temperature. But when the percentage of the gas molecule present like carbon dioxide or greenhouse gases especially increases, then absorption of the heat is increases, and it increases the average temperature. So these are the explanation about the increase of the average temperature. So first the radiations come into the earth surface, then earth surface long wave radiation, when it is returned back, then at that time the carbon dioxide and the other molecule absorb that radiation, and then the rest of the part will be go to the upward. Now, how to reduce the global warming? Obviously, that is produce more fuel efficient vehicles, or that is green vehicles, reduce vehicle use, obviously improve energy efficiency in building, triple nuclear power, and increase solar power, and etc. That is, we need alternative source of energy, not fossil fuel and other. Then only we can keep the temperature of the earth as a normal temperature. Now another one problem due to this environmental pollution is the ozone layer depletion. So ozone layer depletion in the upper atmosphere absorb the sun ozone layer in the upper atmosphere absorb the sun's ultraviolet radiation and prevent us from this harmful radiation. And this layer of the this layer, that means ozone layer, is very important for the in the sense of that it protect us from the UV radiation. Now in 1970s scientists discovered that the chemical called chlorofluorocarbon, which is used in refrigerator and cooling material, any cooling system, can destroy the ozone layer. So destruction of the ozone layer is seen as the causes of the increased cases of the skin cancer and cataract. So when the UV rays come into our earth surface, and when it is fall in our skin and in our eyes, then it create serious problem, that is skin cancer, cataracts, etc. That is problem on eyes. It also causes damage of the certain crop and plankton, thus affecting. So the saving of the ozone layer is very important for us. Now here I want to say, I request you to go through the book, that ozone layer basically CFC and oxide corresponding nitrogen, these are break the ozone layer by some radical mechanism, and this radical mechanism is very dangerous, because if one CFC is broken down, then and the radical reaction is continuing, then one radical can break a number of ozone, so it will be continued. there is no termination. So yes, it is very dangerous. A small amount of the CFC can responsible to destroy the a large volume of ozone. So another thing I said to you, that is the acid rain. So acid rain is nothing. The if in our environment uh, acid is present in the vapor state, or acid is formed during the rainy season, then water mixed with acid, and that rain is called the acid rain. So mainly the carbon dioxide, if the environment carbon dioxide is present, then it is from carbonic acid. If sulfur dioxide is present, nitrogen dioxide present, then it will be produced corresponding sulfuric acid or the nitric acid. If HCl vapor is present, then it will be produced HCl, or and ultimately this rain is called acid rain. So how and why, what are the problem causes of acid rain? The primary causes of the acid rain is the emission of the harmful gases and emission by the industrial power plant. Obviously the emission of the carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, etc. is the main problem to create the acid rain. Burning of the fossil fuel sometimes generate sulfur containing oxide and nitrogen containing oxide. Burning of the gasoline and other thing, yes, it will be create some harmful gases, and ultimately when they are mixed with the water, they produce acid and ultimately acid rain in the rainy season. The effect of the acid rain is unhealthy and harmful, obviously, because if it is the sulfuric acid or any HCl acid, mainly the sulfuric acid, then the building and the national monument which is made by the calcium carbonate and other stone, then it create problem. That is that the calcium carbonate is reacted with the acid and it form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So yes, there will be some problem with the building and monument. The biggest reason in this, it is find that the satisfactory solution for the rain damage the natural ecosystem. Obviously this will be affect the plant, trees, river, lakes, soil, all things, because acid is not good for us. If the pH is very low, then it get lots of enzymatic activities and biological activities hampered. Animal and plant that live in such area are severely affected. Effect on the humans. So the pollutant that causes acid rain is if a people or a man can face problem, breathing problem, and particularly can easily enter our body when it is fallen in our skin or by breathing, where they can cause breathing problem, because this thing is mainly a problem for the sulfuric acid, and it may lead to the bronchitis and over time over skin cancer also. Solution from the acid rain: use of low sulfur coal so that it not produce sulfur dioxide, and use of the scrubber. Sulfur dioxide scrubber remove 80 to 95% of the sulfur dioxide. So this is up to the acid rain. And another thing student I want to say, carbon dioxide is not much more harmful in concern of the acid rain, because if it is mixed with the water, it produce carbonic acid, and carbonic acid is not a strong acid, it is a very weak acid, and when it is fall into the sea and other thing, it form different salt, that is bicarbonate or carbonate. But the problem is with the sulfuric acid, nitric acid, and HCl. So that create sometimes some problem in our environment. So student, hope you enjoy the class and you understand the problem of the global warming and acid rain, then that is ozone layer depletion. So please student, you go through these notes and others thing, that is video from your YouTube and others things. So and then if you have any question, please ask to me and I always with you. Thank you student, and take care and be safe. Thank you very much.